Breakfast. What's up, party people? How's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. There's more tragedy that came out of the situation that's happened over there in the Gaza Strip. Um, this is not something that I really choose to want to talk about every single day. This is extremely disheartening. It's upsetting. Um, this is not really something I choose to speak about every single day, but we have to talk about these things even when they're difficult. But today's video, just so we could be clear, is about the DJ Envy situation. I was supposed to have a guest on last night. I asked him to DM me. I should have DM'd him. I didn't. So that's on me. Ganju wrote, shout out to Ganju. Also, just so we could be clear, we have I want to have a conversation about what's going on with 6ix9ine over there in DR. If there's any other conversations that y'all want to have, please be free to bring them up. This is just open discussion for the most part. It's Friday. So it's open discussion for the most part right now. A couple of things I want to talk about. I do want to say something. So a school was just hit in the Gaza Strip. So I'm confused. And what I mean by that is, it seems to me like a lot of these places that's being targeted have the next generation of Palestinians there. So they targeted a hospital that's going to have newborns, right? Am I wrong about this? And then now a school has been targeted. And I think I mentioned this to y'all previously before the school was hit. So I just wanted to bring that up because this is something that I mentioned before, that, you know, they hit the hospital. And don't forget, there's newborns in the hospital. There's some people saying that they're trying to basically commit a genocide and remove these individuals off the map. And do, if I recall correctly, there was a world war that we had previously where there was a people that was trying to remove another people off of the map. So all over the world, there have been pro-Palestinian political activity. And I'm saying this because there are a lot of Americans that are still so proud that they voted Joe Biden. Joe Biden is about to send foreign aid to a country that has shot a hospital, blew a hospital up, and now has blown up a school. See, now, if he was a Republican, this would feel different, right? If this was a Republican doing this, we would feel differently about the Republican. We would be saying this is common. Sounds like something a Republican would do. Not care about the welfare of the underprivileged, right? This is what Republicans get accused of. Am I correct? I'm just saying. So somebody put a comment under one of the videos, and I had said a thing, and then they said, I watch the news too. And then I'm looking at him. And then, well, I'm not looking at him, obviously. I'm looking at the comment. And then I'm saying, well, okay, so most of the things, a majority of the discussions that we have over here is what is of to come, correct? A lot of conversation that we have over here, we'll talk about what's happening right now, and then we'll say, oh, woe is me if this thing happens. And then a good deal of the time, that thing happens. Let's just be clear about this. So when the individual makes a comment and he says, oh, I watch the news, I realize, or should I say, that was a great example of how the media could so easily trick someone into believing something that isn't true. I think it was Malcolm X that said, the media will have you loving your oppressor and hating your liberator. Hey, what up, Washable Marker? He says, I'm never listening to my friends again. I'm voting Trump next time. That's 100% fact. I don't care if they don't want to talk to me anymore. I'm not blind. I can see everything. Hold on, Washable Marker. If you have been heard me speaking about political events over here, how accurate, how well do you think that I'm versed in politics? I'm just asking. You've been here for a while, if that's the real Washable Marker. How well do you think that I'm versed in politics? I'm just curious. So I'm going to say this, and I want to be clear. If I remember correctly, the Republicans are the ones that the Democrats are consistently saying don't care about the public, if I remember correctly, right? Whenever there's an election, the Democrats say that the Republicans don't care about people, right? Am I correct on this or am I wrong? The previous election that we just had that involved our president, the president that we currently have, got elected because he's supposed to have such a big heart and care so much about the people, and Donald Trump is a tyrant. Am I correct on this so far? I think I am, but I'm not sure because I'm consistently being told that I don't know what I'm talking about. So am I correct about this so far? The Democrats, who are supposed to be the saviors of the black folk, specifically, coming directly from the current president's mouth, just so we could be clear if anybody is trying to say that this is not who they purport themselves to be. Hold on. So I want to be clear about this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. The Democrats held themselves as the party that cares about the people, not just the people of America, but the people of other countries. How often are they talking about sending out foreign aid? So now, I just want to be clear about this. Hold on. Could we just sidebar? 1 second. Sidebar 1 second. There's countries in Africa that don't want to accept the Democrats' foreign aid no more because they basically say every time they come over here to give us something, they got to take something away from us that we don't want to do. Every time they come over here and give us foreign aid, what they go do is now we got to go get involved in this thing that we don't want to do. We got to get involved. We got to subjugate our people to this or subjugate our people to that. Shout out to Kyra Knows, Grand Rising. This is all praises to the Most High. That's a fact. So, just so we could be clear. So, once again, the Democrats are the ones that always talk about how they're giving foreign aid to other countries, correct? Other countries, especially ones in Africa, are pissed off because every time America shows up with some foreign aid, also, America wants to make them do things that they might not want to. Which country is it specifically that had a whole, I think they had they dude come out to like WWE music talking shit to America? This is a fact. In any regard. This is so real. This is so real. The thing that I just said is so real. Please go look it up. I don't have it. I think I posted it on Instagram. I think they took it down when I posted it on Instagram also. But you got to go find it. It's a African leader of a foreign country, and they coming out to, I forgot whose music it is. I think dun 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 dun, whoever music that is. So I think he's coming out to that music, right? He's talking shit to America. It's bananas, fam. You got to see it. In any regard, so the Democrats are the ones that always claim that the Republicans are terrible at foreign affairs, correct? But we have whole entire countries now that's saying that they don't even want no more aid from America because they're tired of having to give up the things that America asks for in return. So that's why y'all voted Democrat, though. Because the Democrats said that if Trump gets in the office, there was going to be war, right? Trump's going to take us to war. I think I heard that. I think I literally heard that. Another country gets in a war and Biden is all too ready to send our troops. Nobody finds an issue with that, apparently. Not only is he all too ready to send our troops, but he's ready to go send our troops to the guys that don't need help. So apparently. Anyway, this video is not even supposed to be about this, but this is open discussion. So it's what y'all guys want to talk about. So put it in the chat. If y'all want to talk about the 6ix9ine situation, or if y'all want to talk about any situation, including anything that you see in the title, put it in the comment section and we'll discuss that. A school has just been hit in yesterday, apparently, in the Gaza Strip. I believe that's where it's being reported that the school was at, or the school was, located, and it got fired on and hit. Y'all elected officials that's supporting that. You know how and they still on the internet right now talking about pro-Biden. Y'all elected officials that support bombing schools, man. I don't know what to tell you. I think they did it like in the middle of the day too, like when the kids are gonna be there. I don't know what to tell you. So they can't even say they did it at a time because they expected that it to be some kind of stronghold for some Hamas leaders, because they could have then blew that shit up at night because the leaders are still gonna be there in those regards, in that sense, right? So they could have blew the shit up at night. They didn't have to blow the shit up during the day when all the fucking students was there. And if you're saying it's a stronghold, and that's somewhere what they use as a stronghold, they could have blew the place up even when it was empty. Now it's just somewhere that you can't use. We're not going to allow for you to use children as a shield. So we'll wait until all the children is out the building. We'll blow the building up. I'm just saying there's so many different ways that they could have did that didn't have to deal with shooting at a building that had children in it. It's not even difficult to think of. Unless the object was to shoot at a building that had children in it. Dominic says 6ix9ine supposedly going to be in court at 11 a.m. New judge was appointed. Then the old judge like go on Instagram, y'all said, and she was like posting pics like, I'm that 6ix9ine judge. Look at my vagina. I don't know what she was doing. Anyway, Washable Marcus says, I definitely enjoy when you talk politics. I think you definitely wake people up when you do. It's a breath of fresh air and common sense. Well, I hope at some point that the quality of my content, I hope at some point the quality of my content is good enough that people think that supporting the platform is an okay thing to do. I don't know if that will ever happen, but I'm just gonna keep trying to do the best job that I can. I appreciate you. Thank you for the kind words. Back to what we're talking about. So I don't think, and this is just my opinion, and once again, I'm not against Israel. I'm not against the Hamas. I'm not for the Hamas. I'm not for Israel. I'm not for or against any of these parties. I pray for peace. God said when wars happen, we should pray for peace, because the people that are most likely going to be injured are going to be harmed, just the civilians that don't have anything to do with the politics. I don't know if that's the reason in which why he's saying it, but I'm just saying the people that's going to be harmed are the people that have nothing to do with the politics. I heard how allegedly how it is over there in the Gaza Strip. And to live under those conditions would be, I can't even understand. So we have Americans over here, Black Americans, that wanted to vote the Biden administration into the office. I want y'all to go learn about how the people in the Gaza Strip have to live before your next vote. That's all. Just go, inform yourself a little bit more on who President Biden is sending troops to help attack, and weapons and money. So that part. I'm just saying, get a little bit more educated before you make your next vote. That's all. And then make your own decision. What did this last election give us? The biggest upswing in the LGBTQ community ever in the history of America. Besides that, nothing. Really nothing besides that. That was it. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Washable Marker. He says, just like when Trump says, I want people to stop dying, and they tried to crucify him for saying that. Yeah, that was crazy. That was bananas. What are you going to do, fam? Just know who you're voting for. That's all I'm saying. If that's the type of politics that you condone, then go for it. But understand, just as easy as that's happening over there, our country is condoning these people being treated like that. What makes you think that that can't reverse on us someday? Everybody forgets that the Democrats was the slave owners. I think that that's what the problem is. Y'all know that, right? The politics that have been passed down through the centuries since America was first, the Democrats were the actual slave owners. The Republicans were the rebels, was the people that was against, that were not the slave owners. You do know that, right? And no, the slaves weren't, black slaves weren't, how do you say, liberated by Lincoln, who was a Republican, because he wanted to liberate slaves. It had something to do with a different politic that had to deal with the monies that they tried to get America to change the currency that America had into a different bank, like currently what just happened with the BRICS. That's why I'm trying to explain to y'all, our country effed up when they made a situation where not a BRICS exist, because we lost the president over this, fam. Lincoln. We lost Lincoln over this. And I think also they're trying to say that's the same thing that revolves around what happened to Kennedy, but that's a whole nother conversation. People just don't know. There's too many people talking that just talking their emotions and their opinions, and they're not talking actual facts. That's the problem. People hear somebody talking facts, and decide they don't want to fuck with them because they're not saying the shit that they want to hear. And then they go hear somebody talking opinions and be like, yeah, that's my dog. But that person talking opinions who have zero facts. And now you're following behind what they're doing. You're doing what they're doing. You're influenced by what they're doing. So I think that that's a big issue. We was Republicans up until Martin Luther King Jr. was a Republican. Just saying. I'm not Republican nor Democrat. There's a lot of people that say they two sides of the same coin. And what I say is this: when one side of the coin is face up, we have different shit happening than when the other side of the coin is face up. So, which situation would you prefer to deal with? A president that just wakes up in the middle of the night sending out tweets where he's just, throwing disses at other countries? Or random politicians or random actors or whoever the fuck. He's just, throwing out random disrespects in the middle of the night over Twitter, or a president that, look at our current situation in America. Inflation went through the roof. They tried to blame it on Trump. Some idiots believe that it was Trump's fault. Trump did not do that. Trump did not do that at all. Trump is not the reason why inflation went up. All you have to do is watch gas prices. That's really it. See, this is the reason why I try to explain to people that when Obama was president, y'all was a little bit confused. Did you see how high gas prices was for a majority of the time when Obama was president? It's just because they shot through the roof. They shot through the roof at the end of Obama's presidency. Wasn't it like almost at like $5 a fucking gallon at one point? Tell me where the lie at. Am I wrong? I'm really worried that the Democrats will steal the election again, because I know in my heart Biden didn't get that many votes. There's no way. I don't see no reason why Biden couldn't have gotten that many votes. But also, I think they're always doing, I think both sides cheat. So, I just think the person that will decide that wins is decide that cheated the best. So I think both sides cheat. So that's it's politics, man. I think when Trump told the dude to go find votes, that's a thing that they do. Dude just didn't go do it for him. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's all I think that happened. Go find votes probably is code for, there's some old folks' homes where some people died, but, they still got their voting registry up. We got 100 of those. We could probably go get 1,000 from the graveyard. That's probably what go find votes mean, fam. Go get 1,000 from the graveyard to see a couple of old folks' homes that had some people pass away. The Democrats went and found votes. What do you think these damn illegal immigrants and migrants are? Votes. Come on, y'all ready to talk about what else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat, because we just having a discussion this morning. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Whatever y'all want to talk about. The war's exhausting. Obviously there's people over there that are in terrible situations, and that I just don't want to talk about it every single day. Not in for the whole entire video. It's mentally exhausting for me, emotionally exhausting for me, spiritually exhausting. What do y'all think is gonna happen? Like, how do y'all think that this could end? You know, there's another country that said that Iran, who is it? Iran? There's a country over there. I forget what country it is. It's not Iran. It's another country that's over there that just recently said that if this shit don't let up, they moving in. They had all of their troops outside and everything. Oh man, which country is it? It's a country over there right now that said, yo, they moving in with troops and everything. They shot all their troops out in the street. The whole street was full, fam. You see a whole bunch of niggas in black. I'm not even capping, fam. They got some Arab country over there right now that said they about to move in. What do you think is going to happen when all of those Arab nations decide to band together? Remember who got all the money or the... I'm not sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if Russia already... I think it's some kind of ally of Russia's. I can't remember who it is, but they said that they're going to move in there. It might be one of them. It might be Russia. I don't know. But there's people going to get involved in this. These people are exterminating the whole people off the planet, fam. And America is with them. We're with them. You understand this? Y'all elected some niggas into the office that is on the side of the niggas that's about to exterminate a whole race of people off the planet, and they starting with their children first. But y'all say don't elect Trump, though, because of those tweets. They don't say don't elect Trump, though, because some chick said he touched her inappropriately. These people are exterminating a whole race of people. Trump just did regular crimes, or allegedly did regular crimes. But y'all want Trump out of here. The war crimes y'all cool with, though. Y'all cool with the war crimes. Y'all cool with eradicating the whole people off of the planet. That shit is we all here for that. It's raining pretty hard outside. War crimes, fam. War crimes, man. Y'all here for that. That's the part, to me, that's bananas. That's the part I don't get. But, you know, whatever. Where are all the advocates that were screaming vote Biden? Where they at? They're all on the internet having the complete opposite fucking stance that they do on that Biden currently has on this situation over there. They're all on the internet saying free Palestine, but they elected a damn president and campaigned for a president and wanted all of their whole communities to go elect a president and hated every single person that didn't agree with their decision. That president is currently sending the whole army over there to get involved in a fucking war where there's the guys that don't need help is eradicating a whole nother race of people off of the planet. How many times have I been telling y'all Democrats bad? Nobody listen to me though, right? They say I'm crazy, right? Nobody listen to me. How many times have I told y'all Democrats bad? How many times have I said that? Y'all put Tory Lanez in jail because homegirl says she got shot in the foot. The whole entire time I was saying she got injured, she got hurt, but she didn't get shot in the foot, fam. That's bananas. Tory Lanez, even if he was supposed to get convicted, shouldn't be in jail for 10 fucking years. Because a gun went off and fragments from the gun hit somebody in the foot. Fragments from the concrete or whatever the fuck hit somebody in the foot. Even if he fired the gun. What in the hell? Reason why I brought that up is because that's one of the people that was trying to help get Democrats elected. Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B. These are just rappers. But Cardi B was going for other dude though. Cardi B wasn't really for fucking Biden in the beginning. I don't know if we want to say Cardi B. You know what? I don't know if I want to say Cardi B. I want to leave rappers out of it in general. I'm going to leave rappers out of it in general. Because a lot of them don't even got control over their careers. I'm going to leave rappers out of it in general. A lot of them don't got control over their careers. They told to show up at a place and do a thing. They show up at the place and they do the thing. No, it's somebody else's job. And rightfully so. That's not disrespect. Sometimes it's better for you to have somebody else in control over your career, At least, not the major decisions, obviously. But, going out there and making sure that there's opportunities for you to choose from and get to. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, no disrespect. But the advocates, I don't think I could give a pass to. I don't think I could give a pass to the Tamika Mallory's and the Mike Sons of the world. I don't think I could give a pass to the Black Lives Matters of the world. I don't think I could give a pass to the Until Freedoms of the world. I can't give a pass to you guys. Because that's your job. That's your job. Y'all was supposed to know better. Y'all was you're Black Lives Matter, you're Until Freedom, you're Tamika Mallory, you're my son. You're not supposed to be Democrats or Republicans. You're supposed to be for the people. You're supposed to be communicating and working with whatever politician wants to communicate and work with you for the advancement of our community. So the simple fact that these guys just try to decide which Democrat they're going to pick and then just decide whenever a Republican says something, they're anti that. That's not good activism in my regard. I think the best activism happens when you could go over across and speak to either parties. Because you need both sides of the aisle to really make shit happen. I think when people choose one side of the aisle and choose to denigrate the other side of the aisle, I think you remove yourself from being an actual activist because now you're biased. I think there has to be a level of non-biasness involved when you're out there trying to get reparations or trying to get something for your people. I'm going to give you a good example. The NAACP was trying to stop reparations going out to the people in California because they wanted to be in charge of the money. What the hell are you talking about? They said that they can know better than the individual would know what to do with their own money. What the hell are you talking about? Now, who fucks with the NAACP? Democrats. But it shouldn't be that way. Whatever organization you have that's supposed to be for the advancement of whatever people in America, you should be able to deal with both sides of the aisle. You should have friends that are Republicans. You should have friends that are Democrats. You should have people that you're working with that's Republican. You should have people that you're working with that's Democrat. If you can't understand that, then you do not understand politics. I didn't say like it. I said understand it. And if you don't like it, fuck. I get it. You don't like it, I completely get it. But do you understand it? Washington Marcus says, I've been listening to Ice Cube talk politics and he seemed to be on point. I want to point out something about hip hop real quick. So this is the problem I have when people just try to say that NWA was gangster music. When NWA had Ice Cube with them and they was making music, they made rebel music. They didn't make gangster music so much. They made a little bit of gangster music because some of those guys in there wrote and they write gangster type of shit. But their main narrative and overall narrative and their main themes that they had going on with their like express yourself. I'm expressing with my full capabilities. And now they got me in correctional facilities. That whole song, go listen to that song called Express Yourself. Basically saying that whenever you're being your, that first line was basically whenever you're being yourself, people think you're crazy. So go be yourself. It's okay for people to think that you're crazy, fam. With that being said, listen, pay attention. So when they had Ice Cube, they were more rebel music to me. Go listen to their first album. Go listen to Eazy-E's first album. After Ice Cube left, that's the 100 Miles and Running album. You're even going to see that the wokeness, I don't know if we really want to call it wokeness, but that's the best way to explain it. The wokeness was not in that. There was no wokeness in there. It was just 100 miles in running. MC Renner hold the gun in. They want me to kill a mother, and it's done in sense some stereotype to kill when destruct. It's one of the main reasons I don't give up. Chances are usually not good. Like it's just, and it's bars though. Don't get me confused. It's bars, but it's not woke rap like they had previously. With songs like Express Yourself, with songs like Straight Outta Compton, It's a Crazy Nigga Named Ice Cube, and I'm coming from I'm coming from Gang with the Attitude, I'm sold off. Well, anyway, not that particular song. Trees squeeze the trigger and bodies all hauled off. Not particularly that song, but you get what I'm saying. They made a lot of rebel music. After Ice Cube left, they stopped making rebel music. Now, for everybody that wants to argue my point about what I'm saying and saying that NWA never made rebel music, it was always gangster music, go check out Ice Cube's first album. The literal name of it was America's Most Wanted with 3 Ks. His second album was Death Certificate. He had Uncle Sam laying on the in the damn morgue with a toe tag on. So once again, I forgot why I got into this conversation. Somebody said something. Yeah, so Ice Cube has always been for the people. Always. And that's what I try to explain. Ice Cube was like the West Coast Chuck D. Matter of fact, when Ice Cube came over to the East Coast, he actually thanks Chuck D for the transition. Chuck D, I think, was one of the main people that was behind helping to make the transition from being out on the West Coast to coming to the East Coast. For real, for real. I think that is one of the main people that he actually thanks. In any regard, in order to be able to do anything in politics, pardon me, if you are an activist and you're trying to do something in politics, pardon me, if you are an activist and you're trying to make things happen for the community, when you're dealing with the political angles of it, you have to be able to speak to the Democrats and speak to the Republicans. I don't think our current activists can do that because it's so much yelling, screaming, and cursing. I think they're so busy condemning, and the politicians are also condemning back. I'm going to point out a great example. Y'all know who Candace Owens is, right? Do y'all remember when Trump was running for president and Candace Owens was busy trying to tell y'all need to look at Trump. Trump's a good choice. Everybody was like, she a coon, she a coon, she a coon. It was disrespecting her, going off on Candace Owens in the black community, and all of a sudden everybody hated her, right? Cardi B went at her. She's busy just trying to say we need for women to be women. Everybody went at her, right? Boom. Right? Everybody hated Candace Owens, right? So then why on social media is Candace Owens so loved right now? She's saying the same exact things that she was saying when Trump was about to go into office. She's saying the same things. She's saying the same exact shit that she was saying when Trump was running. And the whole entire black community was killing her for it. The hood was killing her. She's saying the same shit right now and just getting rounds of applause. Why is that? Stop letting the media trick y'all. The media just be tricking y'all. The media tell y'all any old thing. And then y'all just fall in line with it. Stop letting the media trick y'all. The media just tricking you, man. That's it. The media just tricking you. One of the Kennedy dudes decided he's going to go for run independent. And you know, I hear people say that he's going to take votes away from Biden. I'm like, you still want Biden to be president? Or y'all just want Biden to be president because y'all just don't want Trump to be president, even though Trump was literally a better president? Like, it's not really up for question at this point. One of the main hallmarks that you're a bad president is war breaks out while you're president. World war. We have a couple of items pinned if you want to go check out some of the items that we've had pinned from our merch shop. We have our B&B trucking series up there. We have a mug. We got a backpack. We got a hat. We got some shorts too. We also have the I Am Him. Is that the... Oh, no, that's the trucking series. Pardon me. The trucking series pullovers. We also have the Icy Queens crop top hoodies. We also have some Icy Queens leggings and some Green Team merch. Go check it out. It's in our... And some Frost merch, apparently. Go check it out. It's pinned to our video in our store or whatever the case is. But generally speaking, so what y'all want to talk about now? Put it in the chat. Y'all ready to discuss? Y'all want to discuss the DJ Envy shit? I want to say something about the DJ Envy thing real quick, just so we can be clear. And I'm not trying to be an asshole, but is it me? Or it just feels like if DJ Envy gets away with this, that nobody's gonna want to watch his he's done. Like if he snitches, fam. Like if he snitches, he can't be on the radio no more. You do know that, right? If he turns state's evidence, if he helps the feds, the federales, he cannot be on radio no more. How many niggas is coming in there that can't talk or don't want to talk to the police? Didn't they disrespect Tekashi? How did they go at Tekashi about Tekashi being a snitch? I'm just asking. So I'm curious. If he helped the feds, because that's the only way he can get out of this, right? If he helps the feds, could he even still be the host of the radio show? How he's going to interview people like Gucci Mane? How's he going to interview people like Boosie? Can't even interview these guys. Oh, man. I was thinking about that. He can't even interview these guys. How's he going to interview any of these guys? I'm curious. He's just going to have to be like, fuck it. Tell me where to lie. He's just going to have to be like, you know what? Fuck it. They're going to be like, nobody sitting in the chair. He's going to be doing it like me now. Just going to be him and Charlemagne talking. It's going to be it. He's going to have no guests. How is he going to give guests, man? Also, I don't know. I personally think they might just have to remove him from the show, period. I think they know that, though. That's why they did all of that, change up the scenery and all that other wild, stupid shit that they did that I don't think was necessarily necessary. I think they know that they have to change up the show. I'm just saying. They got to change up the show, fam. Because they're going to have to take him out. They're going to have to figure something else. Nose pissed? Charlemagne. You want to know why? Because he was supposed to have that show on HBO. Remember HBO was giving him that show? And then the situation came out with Homegirl and it blocked him from HBO. Y'all remember that happened? Funk Flex blocked them as soon every time somebody started. I think it's Funk Flex. Every time somebody start talking about doing something good for Charlemagne Funk Flex, block them with whatever that, with the accusations from Homegirl. But that whole situation looked bad. I'm not even getting into that. I'm not getting into that. This is about DJ Envy. Sheesh. Sheesh. What's the other morning show? Wasn't there another morning show? Or is that morning show ended? What is it, Ebro in the morning? That's the other morning show? Everybody gonna go to Ebro because they can't talk to. They gonna be like, we can't talk to that dude. He snitched. So snitching shit is crazy. You know how many people are in jail right now? I'm just gonna say this real quick. You know how many people in jail right now that's innocent? You know how many people are in jail right now, locked up in jail, and they're innocent? Just somebody couldn't snitch on another person. And then that person is out there still doing whatever the fuck got the other guy put in jail. That's the part I think people don't be getting. I think that's the part people don't be getting. There's really a lot of innocent people in jail. Or people that they're probably just innocent of the crime that they got convicted of. You understand what I'm saying? It's a lot. They probably was like doing bullshit, but they in jail not for something that they necessarily did. It's a lot, man. Every time somebody, and this is another thing that I don't think people realize. Every time, like, let's say somebody really, a situation 100% happened, and then we find out 20 years later, 30 years later, that person is innocent and that person is exonerated. What about the family that really did lose that individual? Just because those police officers decided that they was going to put somebody innocent in jail, that family now does not have justice. I think that these are the things that people don't think about. You know what I'm saying? For every smile is a frown. In order for something good to happen to one person, God is great. God is great. Um, so I'm gonna tell you a funny story. So basically, everything that I say on here, I got weirdos that walk around. So when I say a joke or I'm being lighthearted about something that happens in the community, I got weirdos that walk around and be like, look, he was talking about you, disrespecting you, trying to make it seem like I'm disrespecting people that I'm not even disrespecting. So I'm going to say something. So a while back, I don't know if I'm going to buy no more sandwiches from here because apparently now these people are mad at me. So a while back, they have the Key Food place where I buy the sandwiches from. They make incredible sandwiches. This one kid made me a sandwich. I'm not going to say who he is or whatever, nothing like that, because it's not about him. So he made me a sandwich, and it was just really, really bad. And I can tell that he made it bad on purpose. I think he did. I didn't go complain, nothing. I came home and ate the sandwich. It was just really bad. It was really, really bad. It was, see, when I said it was bad before, I didn't go into how bad it was. I just said, I didn't really care for it. Right? So now when I go there, I get mean mugged every single time, and I had to make me a sandwich. So now they just make my sandwiches terrible. So yeah, so now I'm just gonna have terrible sandwiches whenever I get sandwiches from there. So I'm probably back to not be eating sandwiches again. Fuck it. But that's neither here nor there. The point is this: I bigged up the sandwiches that I get from there. How many times? How many times have I got a sandwich from there and talked about how incredible it was? I talked about how incredible their sandwiches were multiple times to their face on live while y'all with me. I had one that I did not like and I spoke on it. So now those people hate me. That's bananas. My fault, y'all. Anyway, Democrats. What y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. Just something I was thinking about. Just anything else y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat. $920, this is when we first started shooting our show. This is when it started. When we first started shooting this, I used to work at this place. I used to start a little bit later in the afternoon. Like, not in the afternoon, but I start, towards the afternoon. And so when I used to go to work, I used to get off of the train at about 9:10, 9:15, something like that. And there was a Starbucks that was like right outside the train. So I'd run outside the train and then I'll go to the Starbucks. I got the job because I got in trouble in jail, and I got in trouble. So they sent me to anger management. But the anger management that they sent me to was like some kind of weird anger management, and it was like a drug rehab anger management place. Like they didn't have nowhere to send me. You know what I'm saying? So when I went there, being as I was literally not somebody that was there for a habit, and I have no habits. I didn't even smoke weed back then, and I barely drink. I mean, I smoked zero weed back then, none. So I did nothing. I had no habits at all. So when I got there, they apparently thought I was brilliant. So they offered me a job. So that's how I started working there. Apparently they thought I was brilliant. And that's around the time, like I told you, we would start at morning coffee. So we should start at 9:30. And part of me, 9:20, is as I get off the train, I run inside the Starbucks, I buy me a coffee. And we be inside the Starbucks, and I be in here with like 10 people, sometimes 20. We just be talking that shit. And we talk all politics. People used to be so mad. They'd be like, why are you talking politics in public? You can't talk about politics or religion in public. And I'm talking politics and religion. They had this cute light-skinned girl that used to work there. She had some nice 4C hair, really curly. It was blondish, brownish, light brown, really light brown, blondish. I don't know. I think she was like Puerto Rican or some shit. I'm not sure. And anyway, she was cute. Anyway, yeah, so that's what we started off doing. From there, I worked hard. I used to go to work, come home, get home about 2:30, 3, make videos. And then we started going live at night, but that was after that's after, so I leave there. I tell them, they go send me, I gotta go take mad tests and shit. You gotta go take IQ tests, all types of different tests. So they go send me to do all of the tests I gotta go take. I take all the tests. I come back. I pass everything. Flying colors. It's all great. Um. So I'm there and I'm doing whatever I'm doing. And then I come to them one day and I say, my YouTube at this point, it isn't even, it's not, making no real money yet. But I think it's around the time I got my first YouTube check. And it was like $130. And I said, I got to focus on doing this. And so therefore, I need this time. So I went and I told them, and they told me if I ever wanted to come back, all I had to do was give them a call. And I think by them saying that, it gave me the security that I felt, knowing that even if I failed, there's people that care, And I think that's the main reason why I was able to put out 5-6 videos a day. I have because it tells you there's a marker, and there's days that I was putting out like 7 videos, 8 videos. Like I was going bananas, fam. I ran my computer into the ground. I should have had a desktop. That's why I keep trying to whenever I'm talking to somebody about computers now, that's why I keep saying I should have had a desktop. The problem is I had a laptop, so that shit need to take breaks and stuff. If I would have had a desktop, that mean that I could have, have a better fan in there to keep the shit cool. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I keep trying to explain. But with what we do also, I got to be able to be mobile. So, also you need to be able to be mobile. So it is what it is. But a desktop is going to hit. We're going to get a desktop at some point, though, especially if we're going to run servers. I want to get back into running servers. I want to get back into doing the shit that I like doing. I don't really do any of the shit that I really want to do right now. I'm going to get back into doing the shit that I like doing. That means that at some point we got to open up some servers. I used to have video game servers up back in the day. Everybody that don't know, I actually had one of the best servers on the planet for Battlefront 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2 on PlayStation 2. When PlayStation 2 was out, I had one of the best servers on the planet, fam. On the planet. And yes, my name still ring bells in that community, the Spawn Splitter. Like if they still because they still got servers open where people play that game. That game's so popular, you don't understand. Yeah, you can go find some of those servers. My name still ring bells. Responsibility. And funny shit about me, I always choose a support support role. So I always choose a role that could give health and shit like that. Always lifesaver. Always, like every game. So if it's an option. So in that particular game, I used to run around with this. Basically, he was the medic. You understand what I'm saying? He was the medic. So he had a shotgun, and he had he threw health and he threw munitions and shit. He's running around with the medic, and he got a det pack on him. So hold on, I just want to say this shit because we just talking that shit. I'm just fucking around. So he has this thing called a det pack. You're supposed to stick it on the wall or some shit and then go over there. And when somebody walk past the wall, you blow it up, right? Boom. But when you become nice at using the det pack, you don't stick it on the wall. You throw it at niggas. So, yeah. So I became nice with throwing det packs. So you could throw a det pack like 20, 30 feet if you're really good at it. So, comparable to the video game. You understand what I'm saying? So, people be around the corner, peeking, and you just throw the det pack. Boom! Just somebody running at you. And then on my server, we had it so you couldn't kill yourself. So you can't self-kill. So therefore, I have a short gun. You understand what I'm saying? So that means that I have a short gun and I got det pack. So if I get up on you close, I'm at an advantage. If you got me from a distance, you know what I'm saying? You got a rifle, I might have a problem. The game was fun, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's one of the best on the planet. And I had one of the best servers on the planet. It's a fact. I was competing with the official servers. That's a fact. And I used to have my computer on all day, every day. So my servers stay up all day, every day, no matter what I'm doing. So I'm out in the world doing whatever I'm doing and my server's up. People is on my server. When I get home, I gotta kick somebody off the server so I could get on. You understand? My server's up. Or I gotta reset the server so I could then add myself. Used to have my server on all day, every day. I had a desktop. So I had my server on all day, every day. I had one of the best servers on the planet, man. We gonna get a server. For some video game, we gonna get a server. Watch. I had one of the best servers on the planet because the shit was free. All you had to do was have a computer. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they was to charge you nothing to make nothing. Like, I wasn't able to make money off of it back then. Like, now when you make servers now, you could make money off of it, whatever the case is. But I just had servers up. And the shit was dope because whenever I took my servers down, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I brought it back up, people was like, yo, what happened? It was fun, man. It was dangerous, man. It was dangerous in that game. And then also, when I kill people, I yell my name out. So yeah, every time I kill somebody, I'm yelling out, "This fine splitter!" Every time I kill somebody. So yeah. It was fun. It was fun. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. We talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Um, the situation revolving around your man DJ Envy, though, I do want to say this. They said that they took that dude's his whole car collection and everything else. That's kind of proof that he's already in the mix and they already taking back money. You understand what I'm saying? So he's already in the mix. So he either got to help the government, and if he helps the government, how can he be a DJ? Most of the dudes that rap nowadays are supposed to have be the, like, you know, straight street gangster killers. Like, how many rappers nowadays ain't, he can't interview J. Cole every day. And a lot of these other people that weren't gangster killers, when they came on the platform, all they did was talk bad about Tekashi 6ix9ine. Think about that part. How many people were even rappers, not even gangsters? They not even purporting to have that type of energy. But when they came on that program, what did they do? They bashed Tekashi 6ix9ine for ratting. They bashed Tekashi 6ix9ine for snitching. Tell me where the lies at, fam. If I'm saying anything incorrect, please let me know what it is. If I'm saying anything incorrect, even one thing, tell me. So look, check this out. So he can't help the feds, man. His career is done. He's not gonna. It's not like he's gonna come out and do a podcast. Come out and do one of the shows, and they're like, "That was legendary. That was a legendary show." Like, he's not Gunna, fam. Gunna's the only dude that was able to recover from snitching, fam. Now everybody's cool with Gunna again. Tell me where the lies at. Everybody's cool with Gunna again. Gunna's, who else recovered from snitching the way Gunna's recovered from snitching? The dude went, told, still saying he didn't told, even though we all heard him. He went, told, then dropped an album that everybody is basically saying is better than everybody else's album that dropped in the, you know, the period that his album dropped in, damn near. Right? I mean, that probably says a lot for hip hop in general, but I'm correct, right? I think that just says a lot for hip hop in general. Hey, Washable Marker, you still there? Just asking because you was the only one commenting. Nature is bad outside today. It was bad. I think it stopped raining. Guess everybody left. I mean, nobody left. There's 62 people in here. The only people that's going to talk to me is the people that want to argue with me for the most part. So, anyway. I don't know. What time is it? 9:30. Sheesh. It feels like I've been doing this shit for like 5 hours already. That was only 13 minutes since the last. I mean, that was only freaking 13 minutes. Sheesh. That was a lot of talking I did in 13 minutes. I'm gonna say something real quick. A lot of people wish or want to do shit like this, but do you know how you gotta get up here and talk for hours and hours on end? And I don't even have a guest host right now. I don't even got nobody I'm talking to, fam. You know how? You know how much? You know how you gotta talk for hours and hours on end? This is not necessarily what you. It's not as whatever. I'm happy that I do it. I'm not trying to complain. I'm just saying what it is, man. It's not as easy as people think it is. What up, Reginald Wilson? Hey, what up, Reginald Wilson? Just, just being mindful of that. Anyway, so yeah, getting a server up will be great. Gotta get a new place. I gotta get a we getting just let me be quiet. Just let the thing happen. But getting a server would be great. Getting a server up would be absolutely incredible. I would love to get a server up on Red Dead Redemption, and I would love to get a server up on Grand Theft Auto. I think if we had a BBN server up on both of those things, I think y'all guys would enjoy. I think it'd be dope. Especially if we could get some mods in there. But that's way further in the future where we have actual money. Right now it would be a bullshit ass server just done off of a regular computer, and I probably would be crashing every now and then. But it'll be fun. In any regard, when we get to DC Universe, that's the game I want everybody to come play. I appreciate you, Washable. He says, I got a voice for radio or podcast. Bless you, brother. Keep up the good work. There are people out there who are like mine and keep the faith. I'm trying, my brother. Um, Definitely DC Universe. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's one thing that I miss. Like, I don't really miss many of anything. I miss that though. Oh, word, Reginald? Shout out to Reginald Wilson and his friends. Salute. Appreciate y'all. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day and Godspeed. Why don't we read our word for the day? Matthew's chapter 7, verse 7. Jesus said, go on asking God what you need, then God will give it to you. God, go on looking for what you need, then God will find it. Go on knocking at the door, and God will open it. Matthew's chapter 7, verse 7. Jesus said, go on asking God for what you need, then God will give it to you. Go on looking for what you need, then you will find it. Go on knocking at the door, and God will open it for you. Matthew's chapter 7, verse 7. Why do I be feeling like some of this shit be directly talking to me about my day? I mean, whenever you read the Bible, pardon me, amen, pardon me. Whenever you read the Bible, you should understand, it should feel personal. Whenever a Bible verse is said or you read the Bible, it should feel personal. This is a relationship that you have between you and the Most High, so it should feel personal. But like, why does most of this stuff feel like it directly reflect on whatever the hell I'm going through so often? I don't know. Maybe the when you get it downloaded to your phone, maybe it just listens to you all day and be like, this guy's depressed. Let me say some undepressing shit. I don't know. I don't got the slightest idea what it does. I'm just trying to have an explanation for something other than a supernatural reason. That's all. I'm just trying to give explanations for things other than the supernatural reason. Um, Anything you guys want to talk about? Washable Marcus says, or maybe it's God's way of communicating with you. I got a rap that says that I see God in everything, even the leaves. I literally see God in everything. So I think sometimes I don't know if that's what I see or if it's that what my mind is eyes is it's trying to make me see. But yeah, I kind of see God's reactions and everything. Like the whole world resonates with you, especially animals and insects and nature in general. Like it'll resonate at your vibe. Yeah, so the thing. Um, some of the wildest shit happens to me. I don't know. You just have to be there. I don't know. You just have to be there. You have to be there. Like just it has zero to do with human beings. It just the wildest shit happens. I think we also have to. I don't know. So if everything has mass and all mass creates gravity, so that means that everything has a gravitational pull, right? If we're just talking about the science that we know of, right? Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I don't. I'm not even gonna have that conversation. Um, because maybe gravity isn't what we think gravity is. So there's a character. I just want to say this real quick, and then we get back to whatever we're talking about. So there's a character in this. I talked about him the other day. There's a character in this group called Power Pack, right? He's the main like leader. He's supposed to be the leader or whatever. Some little blonde kid, and he has the ability to control gravity. And so initially, when that comic book came about, I was a little kid myself. I don't know how old I was. This was comic book from the fucking 80s. I was a little kid myself. So I just saw it as me being able to read about little kids doing little kid shit because that's what little kids like reading, right? All right. So I never quite understood the magnitude of how, the creation of the powers or whatever the case is, right? So I always thought he was whack. And I always thought that his power was strength because he was able to pick up very heavy things because, he controlled gravity. But then I realized something as I got a lot older and I started looking back at that character. And I started realizing the ability to control gravity might also has to do with magnetism. Not also in addition to that, but also the ability to control. He's got the ability to control gravity. That means that he has the power of a black hole. What's your opinion on all the recent UFO sightings? Do you think aliens are just government messing with us? I just don't think gravity is what I was trying to explain something, but I don't think gravity is what we think it is. I just think it's something else. I don't think it's what we think it is because I think that that's the argument on why the flat earthers could never win their argument on the fact that earth is flat or earth is round or, whatever shape it is or whatever the case is. I'm not getting into that conversation. But the main fault in everything that they're saying is when they're trying to talk is I think they're a misunderstanding of gravity. Anyway, Washable Marcus says, what's your opinion on all the recent UFO sightings? I always say this whenever anybody talks about UFOs or aliens. If we saw an angel, would you know it was an angel or what would you think it was? You wouldn't know what an angel was if you saw an angel. It would just be something that was alien to you. It would be something that was not something that was foreign to you, right? Something that was different. So we wouldn't even know what an alien is if we saw an alien. So if you're saying there's UFO sightings, yeah, why wouldn't I believe? I believe God exists. So why wouldn't I believe that angels exist? And if they do, why wouldn't I also believe that, there's a good chance? First of all, the angels from the Bible is not the angels that we see on television, right? The angels from the Bible look like these guys is straight up monsters. Y'all know that, right? Go read when they describe how angels look. These things is monsters with like 30 eyes, and I'm not sure what God was thinking. He knows better than me. But what in the hell, fam? My human mind can't understand it. That's all I'm saying. My human mind can't understand it. It's not meant for me to understand. But these things look, when they describe them in the Bible, they look completely shit your pants. Yeah, they look shit your pants. Like you see them, shit your pants. Give me 1 second. Oh, I thought I had something black. Shit your pants. I need somebody to shoot me an email. I want to do some tests lives today. I need to test out some lives today. I need a couple of people to shoot me an email. I need to shoot me your email. I need to test out a live today and see how do I actually invite people to be in this live with me. So I need for a couple of people to shoot me an email and see if there's anybody that want to help me out with a couple of tests that we want to do either today or tomorrow. Excuse me. Fuji rappers Pras claims lawyers' use of AI bungled closing arguments. So apparently, Pras is mad that the lawyer used the AI for his closing argument. Like that's bananas. Like that's bananas. AIs don't have heart, spirits, souls, as far as I know. So their level of compassion or expressing of compassion would be different. And in any type of litigation, I would hope that the individuals that's, especially somebody that's for the defense, will be able to express, emote, or at least convey uh, an emotion, you know, to the jury that's going to allow for them to be able to defend their client the best way they can. I would assume that if you got your closing statements from a computer, that might not be possible. Does this guy know about data? Data. Does this guy know about data? No, the guy, the character from Star Trek, Data. Yeah, that was a conundrum for him a long time. He was trying to get human emotions. Yeah, that's crazy. So the dude really used an AI to generate his closing argument on a real case where a dude had to go into a courtroom. Y'all really think AI might bungle that shit on purpose? Like, yo, I think he's the weakest rapper in the group. We gonna give him a bullshit ass closing statement. Pras is the weakest rapper in that particular group. Even though I don't think Pras or Wyclef are particularly good at rapping. The star was obviously Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill was obviously the star. I don't even think there was a question about that. She was the star. And rightfully so. She was skilled. She had a beautiful voice. Extremely talented. Lyrically. Beautiful voice. If if y'all notice, sometimes when we outside and I hear a woman talk, sometimes they be like, nice voice, beautiful voice. I think she had the prototypical rap voice. I think the only person that had a prototypical female, only female that had that type of prototypical rap voice, like perfect rap voice, it'd be like MC Light, her. Lady London's rap voice is actually incredible, but I wouldn't put her on this pedestal because she isn't. I wouldn't put her up here because she isn't mainstream. But if I was just thinking people in general, I would put Lady Love. Remy Ma has an incredible rapping voice. I think that that's the one thing that Nicki Minaj has an incredible rapping voice for a female, but it's at the other end of the spectrum. Like the other females that I mentioned, they could do strong femininity. I don't think Nicki Minaj's range, I don't think she ranges there. I don't think she ranges over a strong feminine voice. You understand? Like even when she tries to do a strong feminine voice, it sounds masculine. You understand what I'm saying? Like she can't range over there. With all due respect. She's probably the best. Besides Lauryn Hill, Nicki Minaj is probably the best lyricist out of all of the ones that I named. So, no disrespect to her. No, obviously Remy beat her in the battle, but she's a great lyricist of all time. What do y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. The UFOs, but that's what I think about the UFOs. If we saw a UFO, if we saw an angel, would you know it was an angel? It would be something that you just don't know what it is, so you call it a UFO. So I could believe that they have made contact with something other than human. We exist. Why can't something else? Also, I believe in God, so I believe in angels. So I believe that there's a chance that they might be coming in contact with something other than human. Also, if I believe in God and I believe in angels, he never said that he didn't make anything else. I never heard it say, he made human beings, animals, angels, and just stopped right there. I don't think it says that. So they can be just shit that we just don't know. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that that's usually the argument that a lot of people that I be trying to explain, and a lot of people like try to have with me when they say you're wrong about a thing, and I'm like, well, this shit that we could just not know. Like you're basing your opinion off of the premise that we know all the facts. I'm basing my opinion on the facts that we have, and also the understanding we might not have all of the facts. I'm not using my emotion. If I am, I'll be pretty honest about it. Like if we're talking about attractive female rappers, and I'm going to say Ice Spice, and I'm going to tell you I'm biased. And when you tell me that Ice Spice can't rap, I'm going to say I don't care. I'm biased. I don't care. Did someone push what girl into the train? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm biased. I don't know what to tell you. Don't know what to tell you. I'm biased. It is what it is. I'm going to want to go get a hero today. And everybody made great heroes into that one bad hero I got. Now that's not fair. They make incredible heroes over there. I don't know what to tell you. They make incredible heroes. What I'm guessing is somebody clipped out all of the parts where I say all of the positive things about a person. And if I say anything at all, even slightly critical, they go show that to the person and tell the person I'm hating on them. But they leave out all of the hours and hours and hours of me showing praise. So now the person is like an asshole to me because they busy thinking I'm talking shit about them when I just said one thing about you that wasn't necessarily favorable, but I generally, whenever you come up, I'm saying positive things. And then so I'm sitting and I don't know why the person is mad at me. That's unfair. I don't know. That's unfair. I don't know what to tell you, but you know, it is what it is. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I don't really think we're gonna have a long live this morning. I'm trying. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. We done? All right, we done. What time is it? I hate getting off before. It's not even 10:30. Sheesh. Um, I don't even know what you're talking about, fam. You just came in here saying a thing. I don't even know what you're talking about. So I don't know what you're talking about. That's what I'm asking you. You just you're just saying things. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not gonna comment, so I can't be accused of making an argument, so I'm not gonna comment. I'm just gonna you could comment though. You keep putting the comments. Um sorry. I'm gonna let y'all go. There's not really nothing that I want to discuss right now. Nobody's caught chatting in the chat. There's just nothing I want to discuss. This is just not a good day. So I'm gonna let y'all go. Everybody have a blessed day out there. Like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang. Hashtag Rose Bones. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.